the bird loved to sing. From the moment he hatched from his egg, his tiny beak would open wide and a sweet melody would fill the air. His parents were amazed at how such a small bird could produce such a beautiful sound. As Benny grew, so did his love for singing. He would practice every day, perfecting his notes and learning new tunes. The forest soon became his stage and the animals his audience. Every morning he woke up with the sun. The first rays of light would peek through the trees, and Benny would stretch his wings, ready to greet the new day with a song. The dew on the leaves sparkled like diamonds, and the air was fresh and crisp. Benny loved this time of day the most. It was quiet and peaceful, the perfect setting for his morning serenade. He would sit on a branch and sing a beautiful song. His favorite spot was a sturdy branch high up in an old oak tree. From there, he had a perfect view of the forest below. He could see the river winding its way through the trees, the flowers blooming in the meadows, and the other animals starting their day. Benny's song would float down from the treetops, a gentle reminder to everyone that a new day had begun. His song was like sunshine. It was warm and bright, filling the forest with light and happiness. The notes would dance through the air, weaving their way through the branches and leaves. The other animals would stop what they were doing to listen. The rabbits would pause in their burrows, the deer would lift their heads from grazing, and the squirrels would sit still on their branches, all captivated by Benny's beautiful melody. It filled the forest with joy. Benny's song was more than just a series of notes. It was a gift to the forest and its inhabitants. It brought a sense of peace and contentment to everyone who heard it. The trees seemed to stand a little taller, the flowers bloomed a little brighter, and the river flowed a little more gently. Benny's song was a reminder of the beauty and harmony of nature. All the animals loved to hear Benny sing. They would gather around his tree, their eyes closed and their hearts open, letting the music wash over them. The older animals would reminisce about their own youth, while the younger ones would dream of the future. Benny's song had a way of bringing everyone together, creating a sense of community and belonging.
Singing la la la, the trees and the flowers, the colors so bright they dance in the light. Benny's song was not just about the beauty of the forest, but also about the joy of being alive. His lyrics were simple, but they carried a deep meaning. They spoke of love, hope, and the simple pleasures of life. The clouds and the sky, so vast and so high, they whisper a lullaby. Benny's song was a celebration of the natural world. He sang about the things he saw and felt, the things that made him happy. His music was a reflection of his soul, pure and untainted.
Benny sang about the trees and the flowers. He sang about the way the leaves rustled in the wind, the way the flowers turned their faces to the sun. He sang about the beauty of the forest and the way it made him feel alive. His song was a tribute to the world he loved so much. He sang about the clouds and the sky. He sang about the way the clouds drifted lazily across the sky, the way the sun painted the sky with colors at dawn and dusk. He sang about the vastness of the sky and the way it made him feel free. Benny's song was a reminder of the beauty and wonder of the world around us. Benny's song made the forest a happy place. It was a place where everyone felt welcome and loved. The animals would come from far and wide to hear Benny sing. They would bring their friends and family, and together they would share in the joy of his music. Benny's song was a gift to the forest, and it was cherished by all who heard it.
Various animals. Oh, Benny singing again. Isn't it wonderful? The animals would chatter excitedly when they heard Benny's song. They would smile and nod, their hearts filled with happiness. Benny's song was a source of joy and inspiration for everyone in the forest.
Indeed, Benny's song brought happiness. It was a beacon of light in the forest, a reminder of the beauty and goodness in the world. Benny's song was a gift, and it was one that he shared freely with everyone. His music was a testament to the power of love and joy, and it touched the hearts of all who heard it. To everyone in the forest, Benny's song was a unifying force, bringing together animals of all kinds. It was a reminder that no matter how different we may be, we are all connected by the beauty of the world around us. Benny's song was a celebration of life, and it was a gift that he shared with everyone in the forest. Molly the mouse lived in a cozy burrow under a big oak tree. Her home was warm and inviting, filled with little trinkets she had collected over the years. The walls were lined with soft moss and the floor was covered in a bed of dried leaves that rustled gently whenever she moved. Molly loved her little home, but there was something missing in her life that made her heart ache. She loved to listen to Benny sing. Benny was a bird who lived in the branches of the oak tree. His songs were melodious and filled the forest with joy. Every morning Molly would sit by the entrance of her burrow, listening to Benny's beautiful tunes. But Molly was sad. Despite the beauty of Benny's songs, they reminded her of something she longed for deeply. She wished she could sing too. Every time she heard Benny's voice, she felt a pang of longing in her heart. She imagined herself singing along with him, their voices blending in perfect harmony. But no matter how hard she tried, she couldn't produce a single note. It was as if her voice was trapped inside her, unable to find its way out. But no sound came out when she tried. She would open her mouth, take a deep breath, and try to sing. But all that came out was a faint whisper. It was frustrating and disheartening. Molly felt like she was missing out on something wonderful, something that could bring her the same joy that Benny's songs brought to the forest.
I wish I could sing like Benny. She would often say to herself, her voice filled with longing. She admired Benny's talent and the way his songs could lift the spirits of everyone who heard them. His song is so beautiful, she thought, feeling a mix of admiration and sadness. She wanted to be able to share that same beauty with the world. His song is so beautiful. Molly would close her eyes and let the music wash over her, imagining what it would be like to have a voice as lovely as Benny's. She dreamed of the day when she could sing her own song, a song that would touch the hearts of others just as Benny's songs touched hers.
One day, Molly went for a walk in the forest. She needed some time to clear her mind and think about her dreams. The forest was a place of solace for her, with its tall trees and the gentle rustling of leaves. As she walked, she listened to the sounds of nature, hoping to find some inspiration. She felt sad listening to Benny's beautiful song. It was a constant reminder of what she couldn't do. She loved Benny's music, but it also made her feel inadequate. She wanted so badly to be a part of that world, to share her own voice and bring joy to others. It reminded her that she couldn't sing. No matter how much she practiced or how hard she tried, her voice remained silent. It was a painful reality that she struggled to accept. She wondered if she would ever find her voice or if she was destined to remain silent forever.
Sighing, if only I could sing. Molly sighed, feeling the weight of her unfulfilled dreams. She wished there was someone who could help her, someone who could teach her how to find her voice. But she felt alone in her struggle, unsure of where to turn for help.
Molly's heart was heavy, weighed down by her unfulfilled dreams and the sadness of not being able to sing. She often sat outside her burrow, lost in thought, wondering if she would ever find a way to express herself through song. But she continued to listen to Benny's song, hoping that one day she would find the courage and the ability to sing. She believed that if she kept listening and kept dreaming, she might one day discover her own voice, hoping to find her own voice one day. Molly knew that the journey to finding her voice would be long and challenging, but she was determined to keep trying. She held on to the hope that one day she would be able to sing her own beautiful song, a song that would bring joy to others just as Benny's songs brought joy to her. Benny saw Molly looking sad. He flew down from his branch and landed beside her.
Why are you sad, Molly?
I wish I could sing like you, but I can't make any beautiful sounds.
Benny smiled kindly at Molly.
Molly, you don't have to sing like me. Everyone has their own special way of making music.
Benny's words warmed Molly's heart, giving her a glimmer of hope.
But how? I don't know how to make music any other way. I've always used instruments, and now you're telling me to use nature? It just doesn't make sense to me. How can trees, leaves, and birds create music? I feel lost.
Listen. Just close your eyes and listen. The world around us is full of sounds, each one unique and beautiful in its own way. You don't need traditional instruments to create music. Nature itself is an orchestra waiting to be discovered.
Benny tapped his beak on a hollow log. The sound resonated through the forest, creating a rhythmic beat that echoed in the children's ears. It was as if the forest itself was coming alive with music.
What do you hear? Can you feel the rhythm? It's not just a sound, it's a heartbeat of the forest. Every tap, every rustle, every chirp is a note in nature's symphony.
I hear a beat. It's like the forest is playing a drum. I never noticed it before, but now it feels so obvious. It's amazing how something so simple can create such a beautiful sound.
Molly's eyes widened with excitement. She had never experienced anything like this before. The realization that music could be found in the natural world was a revelation to her.
And what about this? What sound does this make? Every object in nature has its own unique sound. It's like each one is an instrument waiting to be played.
Benny picked up a fallen leaf and rustled it. The sound was soft and gentle, like a whisper carried by the wind. It added a delicate layer to the forest's symphony.
That sounds like a whisper. Giggling. It's so quiet, but it's there. It's like the forest is sharing its secrets with us. Every sound tells a story if you listen closely enough.
Together, Benny and Molly discovered the symphony of sounds in the forest. Realizing that music could be found in the most unexpected places, they learned that the world around them was full of hidden melodies, just waiting to be uncovered. Realizing that music could be found in the most unexpected places, they understood that nature itself was a grand orchestra, and they were the lucky ones to hear its song. The forest had become their concert hall, and every day was a new performance.
Benny and Molly started to explore the forest.
They found all sorts of interesting sounds.
They tapped on acorns, swished through leaves, and splashed in puddles.
They even got a grumpy badger to join in by tapping his feet.
Soon the forest was filled with a new kind of music.
It wasn't just
Swished through leaves and splashed in puddles.
They even got a grumpy badger to join in by tapping his feet.
Soon the forest was filled with a new kind of music.
It wasn't just Benny's beautiful singing anymore, it was a symphony of sounds, all made by Benny and Molly. The other animals gathered around, swaying to the music. They clapped their paws and stomped their feet. Molly felt a warm feeling in her heart. She was making music.
It wasn't singing, but it was beautiful in its own way.
She closed her eyes and listened to all the sounds around her. She tapped her paws on the ground, creating her own special rhythm.
Benny smiled.
He started singing along to Molly's rhythm. His cheerful melody blended perfectly with her unique beats. Together, the little bird and the mouse created a wonderful duet. It was different, but it was beautiful.
The forest had never heard anything like it before. The animals cheered, loving this new special music.
Molly wasn't sad anymore. She had found her own special way to make music. She learned that it didn't matter if she couldn't sing like Benny. What mattered was that she had found her own voice, her own way to make the world a little more musical.
From that day on, Molly and Benny made music together every day. They used their unique talents to bring joy to the forest.
Benny's beautiful singing and Molly's creative rhythms were different, but together they created something truly special. Their story reminds us that everyone has their own unique talents, and with a little encouragement from friends, we can all find our own special way to shine.
So let your own special music shine, just like Benny and Molly.
And always remember, the best music is made with friends.